Okay, the operation star, its rationale is the success of any operation depends on a comprehensive system of operations that adopts efficient mobilization of resources and appropriate strategies and tactics. Yes, the National Capital Region Bureau of Fire Protection is composed of 16 cities, okay, and 1 municipality. So, these cities are, kasi itong NCR, Bureau of Fire Protection, na hati po siya into districts. So, we have 5 districts. That is District 1, of course, Manila City. District 2 is the Kamanave area, Caloocan, Malabon, Navotas, and Valenzuela. District 3 is Makati, Pasay, composed of Makati, Pasay, Parañaque, Muntinlupa, Las Piñas. And then, sa District 4 naman po, which I belong, it composed of cities Marikina, Pasig, Pateros, Taguig, Mandaluyong, and San Juan. And last is the what we call last district is District 5, Quezon City. Okay, District 1, mapapansin nyo po, District 1 and District 5, iisang city lang yan. Kasi, ito yung may mga malalaking area dito sa Metro Manila. Okay, so, kung bibilangin po natin, 16 ang cities po niyan from Fire District 1 up to Fire District 5 and only 1 municipality. Ang municipality po natin na nag-iisa, bukod tanging nag-iisa na municipality dito sa Bureau of Fire Protection is Pateros Fire Station. Okay? So, it is unique among all other regions of the country. This, what we call the BFP National Capital Region. Why? Because, first, when terms of population density, so, alam naman po nating lahat na overpopulated po ang NCR. Second is the level of economic activities. Okay, dito po yung center ng ekonomiya. Okay, and then it's infrastructure development. So, these things will contribute to high incidence of fire in the regions. So, informal settler family or yung mga ISF areas with houses made of light and combustible construction materials, okay, obstructed or narrow roads and long alleys. Okay, makikita naman po natin na yung mga squatter areas, yun yung tinatawag kasing informal settler family. Squatter areas po yun. So makikita po natin na sa mga squatter areas, masyadong makipot po ang mga daanan dyan, which will contribute doon sa pahirapan ang pagpapatay or pagsusuppress ng fire or any emergencies. And also, yung mga ano din, yung mga high-rise structures, high-rise industrial zones, traffic congestion, okay, these are self-explanatory naman, and limited and sometimes unreliable water supply are just some of the common challenges encountered during fire operations. Yes, nawawalan talaga dito ng tubig. Way back 2018, hirap na hirap po kami sa tubig dito. Nevertheless, Bureau of Fire Protection National Capital Region has relatively more equipment and personnel compared to other regions. Yes, mas marami po ang ating population kaysa sa mga ibang region, and support coming from the local governments and force multipliers. Ano itong mga force multipliers? These are the fire volunteers. Okay. So, these resources, itong mga resources na to, mabamobilize po natin yung full potential nating put out yung fire agad. And if and when managed properly in the fire ground. So, in an attempt to ensure interoperability among all BFP units, fire volunteers, and other stakeholders, this circular the operation star provides for the reconfiguration of the running card system. Okay. Itong running card system, mga mahal kong kababayan, ginagamit po namin ito usually when there is a fire alarm. Lalong-lalo na po dito sa COMMEL section, ito po yung pinakamahalaga sa amin. Ginagamit po ito sa pagpapatakbo ng ating mga resources like the fire trucks, and then also the mode of responses of the officers. Okay? So, including the fire volunteers also as defined section 4 of this circular, and the establishment of an electronic response framework capable of monitoring resources, fire spread, and multi-response and evacuation. It also lays down the basic management framework for small fires to conflagration and simple to complex fire incidents, from small fire to blaze of fire, yun yung meaning ng conflagration, and to simple to complex fire incidents involving single to multi-unit operation. So, syempre mag-i-start sa isang house lang yan, and then pagka nagtaas yung alarma, syempre ibig sabihin nun, lumaki na yung sunog, so it involves multi-unit fire operation. So, it delineates key responder roles. Okay. So, this operation star will delineate the roles and responsibilities of the responders. So, mag-shout out muna tayo mga kababayan. Anna Marie, Ma'am Anna Marie, a teacher from Pasay. My friend, good evening. Also to Ma'am Deyuda of San Juan City Fire Station, FO1 Refill. Thank you for watching, FO1 Refill. Also in RTU of BFP San Juan. Also to Ma'am Myla, hello. Good evening po, ma'am. And then my loving mother, good evening, mama, all the way from Tuguegarao City. Hi, Brian, FO1 Brian Juanico from San Juan City Fire Station, and also to my daughter, Kyle Averly. Sabi niya, pa-shout out, mama. Hello there, anak. All the way from Tuguegarao City. Okay. Ipagpapatuloy po natin ang ating talakayan regarding sa Operation Star. Nag-pick lang po ako ng nag-pick lang po ako ng mga lagi namin pong ginagamit sa Operation Star. Nag-pick lang ako ng subject matter doon na lagi namin ginagamit sa COMMEL section. Okay? So, to continue with my subject matter, I would like to stress to you the BFP officer mode of response. Okay. So, ito po yung ginagamit namin na nagpapatakbo po sa ating personnel and officers when there is a fire alarm. So, the objective of this BFP officer mode of response is to ensure a systematic response and for the fireground commander to have a reliable support system during fire operations. So, that is why this mode of operation shall observe. So, makinig po kayo. Ito po yung aming mga pinapatakbo pagka may mga alarma po o may mga sunog. We will have alarms, fire alarm, level, or the first alarm up to the general alarm. Okay. Sa alarm level, first alarm, ang pinapatakbo po namin dyan, or the immediate fire ground or incident commander, is the senior fire officer or chief in charge team leader. Pwede rin pong tumakbo ang other officers to respond, like the substation commander within AOR, substation documenter, duty investigator, FSI of the burning building, the fire safety inspector of the burning building. And then, pagdating naman po sa pangalawang alarma, okay, ang immediate fire ground or incident commander dyan ay ang senior fire officer or the chief in charge or the team leader. And other officers to respond will be chiefs of the engine companies in the AOR, kung saan yung sunog, the chief operation, chief IIU, or the chief intelligence and investigation unit, and also the officer of the day. So, tandaan nyo yan, mga, most especially to my colleagues here at the Bureau of Fire Protection, BFP, National Capital Region. Okay, kasi ito yung ginagamit po natin, lalong-lalo na po yung mga nasa communication and electronics section para po malaman natin kung ano mo po ang mga mode of responses ng ating mga minamahal na personnel and officers. Okay, so pagdating ng third alarm, ano naman po ang fire ground or incident commander dyan? We have the city fire director. Okay, city fire director na pagkadating ng third alarm. The municipal fire marshal or station commanders for this fire district 1 and fire district 5. Bakit niya sinabing fire district 1 and fire district 5 in station commander? Why? Because wala pong district headquarters ang 1 and 5. Ang meron sila is city. Kasi nag-iisang soli lang yan na city ang mga district na yan. So, Manila Fire District, so city yan. And then, Quezon City Fire District. Okay? So, nag-iisa lang kasi yan. Not unlike Fire District 2, 3, and 4 na it composed of 4 to 6 cities. Okay? So, let's continue. Other officers to respond for the alarm level, third alarm. We can also include their deputy, city fire director, even the chief admin. Okay, ito na po. Even the chief admin during third alarm. The chief FSES of the city or municipal fire station. The chief PIS and the chief finance. Pwede po yang mag-respond during third alarm. So, for alarm level 4, okay, fourth alarm, ang ating district operations chief, and also the district chief IIS. Sino po ang ating district operation chief dito sa district 4? Okay, si Chief Inspector Aurelius Mercado na po. ang ating fire ground incident commander pagdating ng 4th alarm. Okay? Pagdating naman po ng alarm level 5, 5th alarm. Okay. Siya pa rin po, our district operation chief. And then, all city and municipal fire marshal in the AOR of the fire scene or station commanders for fire district 1 and 5. Okay. For task force alpha, dito na po tatakbo ang ating butihing fire director of the district 4. Okay? For example, ang sunog po ay nandito po sa UOR ng Fire District 4. Tatakbo na po si Superintendent Paul I. Pili sa alarma na yan, sa Task Force Alpha. And then, Task Force Bravo, pagdating ng Task Force Bravo, ang ating fire ground or incident commander na dyan ay ang ating Chief Operation, Chief IIB, District Fire Director, and all city and municipal fire marshal of the fire district concerned. Okay, itong Chief Operation is from our regional office na po, ang Chief IIB. Okay. And also, mag-respond na rin po dyan ang other officers like the Chief ROD, ang Regional Operations Division, and Chief RIID, the Regional Investigation and Intelligence Division. Okay. Pagdating po sa alarm level, Task Force Charlie, our immediate fire ground or incident commander is the Assistant Regional Director for Operation. Okay, si Sir Senior Superintendent Edwin Vargas na po yan. And then also, other fire officer to respond is all the district fire marshals of the BFP and CR. And then, pagdating po ng alarm level, Task Force Delta, Task Force Echo, up to General Alarm, our very own Regional Director, ang ating immediate fire ground or incident commander, si Sir Chief Superintendent Gilbert Dumalaang Dolot na po ang ating fire ground commander. Okay. So, yan po ang ating officer mode of response. So, let's go to simulations and exercises. Simulations and exercises is to help achieve and maintain the interoperability or itong interoperability meaning yung coordination, to help achieve and maintain coordination during fire operation. District, city, municipal fire directors shall conduct simulation and exercises quarterly. The Regional Operations Division shall develop a standard evaluation tool to assess the success of its exercise jointly undertaken by the BFP and fire volunteers. Participation in these quarterly joint exercises shall be a basis for granting the certificate of competency and its renewal. Okay. So, natapos po tayo sa officer mode of response during fire alarms, simulation and exercises. Let's go on the next subject matter, which is the supplemental instruction for Operation STAR. Okay? Okay. So, Ano po yung itong supplemental instruction for Operation Star na sinasabi? It has been noticed that certain provisions of the Operation Star are not being observed. Are not being observed, or it has been noticed that certain provisions of the Operation Star are not being observed, and there is a need to clarify certain matters on the Operation Star. Systematize protocols on fire incident response and improve the reporting system of fire incidents. In this regard, the following shall serve as a supplemental instruction pertaining to the implementation of the Operation Star of the BFP NCR. So, electrical, post, and rubbish fire. Electrical fire, post fire, and rubbish fires. Okay? These types of fires, incidents, or this type of fire incidents usually do not pose much danger to the public. Okay? Sa COMMEL kasi, itong pagka ganitong type ng fires, like electrical post and rubbish fire, electrical fire, o pagka sinabing post fire, yung post po ng ating mga elektrisidad, yung rubbish, yung mga garbage po natin, pagka ganong mga kind of fires, hindi po yan nagdudulot ng danger sa publiko o sa ating mamamayan. They are kasi considered ito na non-index fires. This can usually be dealt by, or dito po kasi ang nagre-respond lang po dito sa ganitong uri ng fire is only one engine company. Isang fire truck lang po ang nagre-respond dyan. They are not transcribed through written reports to higher office. Kung mapapansin nyo, hindi na po nagsasubmit ang ating mga cities or municipal ng spot investigation report regarding these fires, electrical post and rubbish fire. Ang ginagawa na lang po namin pagka ganyang sunog, nagre-record na lang po kami para isusulat na lang po namin yan sa daily journal sa COMMEL section, and then magpapakita doon sa journal, para magpakita doon sa journal na yun kung sino po yung fireground commander and the engine company that responded to that incident. The station commander need not to respond to these types of fire incident, but they shall closely monitor the situation. Okay, next. Vehicular fire. Okay, hindi lang basta vehicular fire. Hindi lang basta pagka sinabing vehicular fire, wala na pa tayong ipa-follow na directives or mode of operation. Okay? This type of fire is a situational case depending on the vehicle involved. Okay? The content of the vehicle, and if there is a need for rescue operation and medical operations. Okay. For fires involving motorcycle, okay, first, motorcycle, tricycle, and other similar forms of transportation. Okay? Ito yung medyo maliliit na mga vehicles. Isang engine company lang po, isang fire truck lang po ang naghe-handle sa situation na yan. So, nagpapatakbo po kami ng isang fire truck lang pagka ganyang mga type of vehicles lamang ang involved. And then, the station commander need not to respond, but shall, of course, closely monitor the situation of the vehicular fire. The station commander also, or the COMMEL shall also record the rank and name of the fireground commander and the particular engine company that responded. Okay, next. After Uh, for light vehicles, ano po itong mga light vehicles na to? Like yung sedan, yung owner type jeep, yung AUV, yung SUV, or even the pickups. Those are under light vehicles. Okay? So, with this type of vehicles, only one engine company shall also respond with the station commander na po yan. So, kanina, doon sa fire involving motorcycle, tricycle, and other similar forms, hindi po tumatakbo ang station commander. Pero, nitong light vehicles like sedan, owner type jeep, AUV, SUV, tumatakbo na po. Tatakbo na po dyan ang station commander of the area, and the nearby fire engine companies also shall be alerted. And this time, it is upon the call of the station commander if there is a need to tap the running card system and to call for the rescue and medical operations, kasi syempre yung involved dyan vehicle. Meron po dyang drivers and yung passengers niya. Pwede po yung naipit or na-aksidente ang mga laman ng sasakyan na yan. So, there is a need for us for rescue operation. So, ang ano na dyan, it is the station commander na prerogative na yan ng station commander na mag-top up ng running card system to call for the help of our Special Rescue Force or our SRF and the EMS also for the medical operation. Okay? So, spot report shall include the name of the responding station commander and the engine company that responded to this situation. So, kung makikita po natin, meron na ditong spot investigation report. Okay, ginagawa po namin yan. Humihingi po kami ng spot investigation report pagdating sa ganitong klaseng sunog, vehicular fire. Okay. So, for heavy vehicles naman, pag heavy vehicles ang nasusunog, such as yung mga trucks, buses, okay, tankers, construction equipments, jeepneys, and other large vehicles, the running card system shall be tapped. Okay? Ito po yung mga naglalakihang mga sasakyan na po. Usually, ang ginagawa po namin dyan, nagpapatakbo po kami ng 4 na engine companies or fire trucks. And then, also the SRF and the EMS, ina-alerto na po namin yan for any needed additional response. The fourth responding fire engine or the fourth, kung sino yung pang-4 na fire truck company na dumating, sila na yung magdidirect ng flow ng traffic, while earlier respondents, yung mga nauna, put out fire and or conduct our rescue or the rescue operations. So, fire incident report shall include the names, again, fire incident report shall include the names of officers present and the engine companies who responded. Okay, that's all about vehicular fire. So, next, we go on residential, commercial, and structural fires. These types of fires shall involve the 3-story structures and below that do not pose danger to more than 20 persons occupying, working, and transacting business in the area. Okay, so tandaan nyo po, structures, 3-story structures and below. So, like 3-story building, pababa, hindi nagpo-pose ng danger, nagpo-pose ng danger for more than 20 people. Okay? The running card shall take effect with 4 fire engines. Okay? Itatap up na po namin ang ating running card system. Patatakbuhin po natin ang ating 4 na fire trucks. for each succeeding race of fire alarms. Okay. At the top of the first alarm, an officer shall already respond to the ground to act as fire ground commander. At the top of the second alarm, okay, sa ganitong uri ng ng fire, sa residential, commercial, and structural fire, which involve 3-story structure and below. Okay, na hindi nag-cause ng much danger to more than 20 persons occupying there or working there or having a business in the area. Okay? Pagdating ng second alarm sa ganitong uri ng fire, the SRU na or SRF and EMS shall already respond to the scene. Okay. So, kailangan na po ang ating mga SRF and the EMS, kailangan nandun na po sila sa scene pagdating ng second alarm with this kind of fire. Incident report shall include the ranks and names of the officers present and fire engine companies responded in, and also the SRU and EMS crews on certain alarms. Okay, next, densely populated areas, high-rise residential buildings, and high-rise commercial buildings. Okay, ano kaya ang mga to? Ano kaya ang involved sa ganitong uri ng fire? Densely populated areas. Okay, high-rise residential buildings and high-rise commercial buildings. This type of fire shall include the following. Okay, first, informal residential areas that are closely built in groups and are mostly made of light materials. So, ito yung sinasabi ko kaninang informal settlers. Okay? So, usually kasi ang informal settlers, yung mga nasa squatter areas, makikita naman po natin na ang gawa sa plywood, woods, ang kanilang mga bahay. So, that is why nagkakaroon po ng malakihang sunog pagdating dito. In my own experience, sa Mandaluyong, meron po tayong informal residential areas dyan. Most especially sa Addition Hills. Pagka kasi nagtap na ang COMMEL section ng Mandaluyong City Fire Station, pag inireport na nila sa amin na Barangay Addition Hills ang location ng fire incident, kinakabahan na po kami. Why? Because karamihan po dito ay mga informal settlers or informal residential areas po yan ang nandyan. So, madali pong masunog ang mga materials na nasa informal na materials ng bahay ng mga informal settlers. Okay? Next, residential buildings which are higher than 3-story and that cater more than 20. So, ito na yung difference niya. Then, residential buildings na mas mataas ng kaysa 3 palapag at nag-cater ng 20 occupant, ng more than 20 occupant load capacity. And then, third is high-rise commercial buildings which are higher than 3-story and having more than 20 occupant load capacity. For this type of fires, second alarm may be tapped immediately. Okay? Second alarm. So, minsan, nagre-report po ang cities or even the municipal fire station sa amin. Ang nire-report nila is first to second alarm. So, ibig sabihin, maybe that will that kind of fire is densely populated area na. Okay? So, nagtatap sila ng first to second alarm. Ganon. So, pag yun na yung sinabi ng operator or the radio telephone operator po ng baba, ng city fire stations or the municipal fire stations, we will see to it here in the district headquarters na patakbuhin po ang ating 12 fire engine companies. Okay, dinidispatch na po namin yan. Kasi, in one city, here at the District 4 headquarters, hindi po kaya ang 12 fire engine company or 12 fire trucks. Ang pinaka-maximum po is we have only 7 fire trucks like sa Pasig City Fire Station and Taguig City Fire Station. 7 lang po. Ang pinaka-highest number na po ng fire trucks na meron tayo dito sa Fire District 4. And then, pagka ganyang incident po, 12 ang kailangan, dumidiskarte na po kami sa other cities to make 12 fire trucks or engine companies possible to be dispatched right away. Okay? And also, tinitingnan po namin kung meron SRF na dyan. Okay. Like our engine 175 Rosenbauer at Pasig, yan. Pag meron na yan, okay na kami. And then, also our EMS shall also respond immediately with this pagdating po ng second alarm on densely populated areas, high-rise residential buildings, and high-rise commercial buildings. Okay? So, officers shall respond to the scene and the highest ranking shall act as fireground commander. Incident reports also include the rounds and names of the officers present, the fire engine companies, SRU, and EMS crews. Okay. Next, Malacanang, Senate, House of Representatives, and other government vital facilities. So these fire stations are special in nature. Why? Because their foremost priority is to safeguard the said vital installations of the government. Okay. Yung sinabi ko kanina, those are considered as vital installations of the government. Fire engine companies from these stations may be dispatched to respond outside of their area of responsibility. So, through us na naman, pwede namin i-dispatch through COMMEL section or through the radio telephone operator, will dispatch again fire engine companies outside AOR, pero kailangan ang isang RTO makikita niya na may isang fire engine company or fire truck na maiiwan doon sa vital installation na yon of the government. Okay? So, kailangan talagang may maiiwan doon. Hindi po lahat ng fire engine company ay magresponde outside AOR of the said facilities. Okay? So, however, fire engine company that is left in their stations for any response at their area of responsibility. However, fire engine logbook shall be maintained by these stations that shall record all their special activities inside their area of responsibility. So, in case of fire alarm in these government installations, okay, pagdating po ng fire alarm sa ganitong uri ng facilities like ang Malacanang, Senate, House of Representatives, or even those other government vital facilities, 12 fire trucks na po ang aming pinapatakbo dyan. Okay, 12 fire trucks. Officers shall also respond to the scene, and the highest ranking shall act also as the fireground commander. Okay. Incident report shall include the ranks and names again of the officers present, the fire engine companies, SRF, and EMS crews. Okay. Sa spot reports kasi namin, pagdating sa ganitong uri ng sunog, nagpapadala na po sila, ini-state na po nila doon yung pangalan ng mga responders, kung sino po ang high-ranking officer doon, ang ating fire engine companies, most especially dahil bilang na bilang po ng ating director ang fire truck na pinaparesponde po natin. Pag nagkulang po yan, kailangan eksaktuhin po namin ang 12 fire trucks. Okay. So, similar approach of fire response shall be applied to city halls and municipal hall and other similar vital installations of government. Okay? Hindi lang po Malacanang, hindi lang po ang ating Senate, House of Representatives, kundi ang ating city halls din, mga municipal hall, at iba't ibang uri ng vital installations of the government. Okay, next. Tapos na po tayo doon. Hospitals, hospitios, and schools. Okay. These said the establishments also need special approach when it comes to fire response. In such cases, okay, dahil hospital, syempre, alam naman po natin lahat na marami pong mga patients dyan, doctors and nurses na nagtatrabaho po dyan. So, in this case of fire, 12 fire trucks na po ang aming pinapadala to respond the fire incident. Okay. Officers need to be on the scene immediately to manage the operation together with the SRU or SRF and the EMS. Incident reports shall also include the ranks, names again of the officers present, the fire engine companies who responded, and the SRF and EMS crews. Okay. Next. Hi! Magsha-shoutout ako. Hello, Ma'am Kim! How are you, ma'am? Good evening. Watching from the Kingdom of the Gig. Yes, I miss you, SFO1, SFO2, rather, Madeline Kiminales. My daughter, Dwayne. My auntie all the way from Hong Kong. Hello, auntie. Florida Arugay. Hello, Jen. Naliwanag of Kuwait. Wow! Nanonood si Jen. Also, my dear husband watching from Pasig. Also, to mate, ito, mayaman kong mate, FO3 Henry Lawrence Lapiceros. Hello! Also, to my dear cousin, Hanilay Furigay Mape. Hi, mate. Harry Viray. Good evening. Okay. So much for this. Next. Kasi medyo, okay, sa bagay, patapos na rin po tayo. Next. Water concessionaires, individual power procedures, power plants, and power stations. Okay. These are also vital installations of our society which need special response again when it comes to this kind or this destructive fire occurrences. The fire stations, AOR, where this type of vital installations are situated, shall designate a fire engine company or a fire truck who shall closely monitor the activities of these installations, that safety standards and protocols are always observed, and that close communications with their officers shall be established for emergency purposes. So in case of fire involving these installations, 12 fire engine companies shall immediately respond to the scene pagdating ng ganitong emergency cases or fire alarms. Pagdating dito sa ganito sa uri ng installation ng ating society like water concessionaires, power plants, and power stations, okay? 12 na po na fire trucks ang kailangan nating iparesponde dyan, including our SRF and EMS. Okay. Officers shall also respond to the scene, and to the highest ranking shall act as the fireground commander. Incident reports shall include the ranks and names of officers present, the fire engine companies, SRF, and EMS crews. Okay. Next. District and City Fire Commissioned Officer of the Day and Non-Commissioned Officer of the Guards. Okay? Ito na yung NCOD and NCOGs of the District and City Fire Commissioned Officer. Okay? And Non-Commissioned Officer of the Guard. Every fire district and city fire headquarters, gaya kami dito sa Fire District 4 headquarters, meron po kaming Fire Commissioned Officer of the Day and Non-Commissioned Officer of the Guards. Every day yan, every day. So, the duty of the Fire Commissioned Officers, okay, they shall have the following responsibilities. First, they shall render 24 hours from 800 hotel to 800 hotel also of the following day at the city or district headquarters. Second, they shall respond to fire alarms, okay, and shall act as initial fireground commander. They also serve as an action officer in the absence of the officer in an EOR. So, next, they shall also monitor the daily activities of the fire stations in the city or district. Okay? Sa Mandaluyong, they always report to us the activities of the FCOD and NCOG. They go on public address and station visits every day. Okay. Next, they also serve as a supervising officer in major activities of the day at the city or the district. And then, they shall report also any untoward incident that may transpire the proper activities for immediate and appropriate actions. And then, next, shall check the attendance of the personnel of offices and fire stations and report absentees, and shall perform such other duties and functions that are directed by the fire marshal. Okay, ano naman po ang responsibility ng ating non-commissioned officer of the guard? Okay, NCOG. They shall have the following responsibilities. Of course, they shall render 24-hour duty from 800 hotel to 800 hotel the following day of the city or the district fire headquarters. And then also, they shall prepare and accomplish the daily journal. Okay, daily journal. Maglalag po sila. Stating thereto an important or untoward incident or untoward activities during their tour of duty. They also perform tasks that may be directed by the fire commissioned officer of the day or the fire director. They also monitor all station guards at night, ensuring their constant alertness and efficiency. Okay? They shall assist the fire commissioned officer of the day in checking the attendance of personnel in the AOR and shall have the 24 hours privilege day off after off duty. Okay? 24. They shall have a 24-hour privilege day off after the tour of duty. Yung duty niya ng 1 day, kinabukasan po mag-go off po siya. May privilege po siya mag-off ng isang araw din po. Okay. Malapit na pong matapos. Drone operation. Okay. Meron po tayong drone operators dito. Dito sa Fire District 4 Headquarters, ang ating drone operators ay sila FO2 Mark Christian Basilio and SFO1 Godfrey Garcia. Okay, in all fire incidents at the top of the third alarm, pagka ang alarm level is third alarm na po, ang fire district ay involved na. We will dispatch them, okay, as drone operators to respond to the fire scene and set their drone procedures, okay? Their live coverage shall transmitted to the Emergency Operations Center of the BFP NCR headquarters. Okay. Yan po ang mga drone operators natin. Yan po yung mode of response nila. Next, fire engine logbook. Every fire engine company or every fire truck shall maintain and accomplish daily logbook that shall record activities involving the fire truck. Okay. Parang dito lang po sa comment section, kami na mga radio telephone operators, meron po kaming daily logbook. Dinilag po namin ng lahat ng mga pangyayari dito sa Fire District 4. Okay? Kami po na nasa district headquarters, kinoconsolidate po namin ang mga in and outs ng ating mga fire trucks. Okay? Hawak po namin ang 6 na cities, Marikina, Pasig, Pateros, Taguig, Mandaluyong, and San Juan. Okay. Lahat po nag-activities po nila yan, nire-report po sa amin, yun po yung nilalagay po namin sa daily journal. Nilalagbook po namin yan. Okay. So, these activities shall include but not limited to engine warm-up. Okay? This refers to fire engines. Okay. Itong mga nasa fire trucks, it will include engine warm-up, cleaning, conditioning, blow baguettes, responding to fires, and conduct of other fire-related public services and activities. Okay. Yan dapat ang nakikita po sa logbook ng ating mga fire engine companies. Okay? And then, this shall be accomplished in a way that engine crew are well identified, that they sign their presence as duties, and that they perform their duties as well. So, machine copy of the pages of this logbook shall serve as attachment in submitting incident reports, trip tickets, and other pertinent documents. Okay. So, dito po nagtatapos ang aking subject matter that pertaining to our Operation Star, pero part lang po may mga parts lang po ng Operation Star na diniscuss ako. Yung ginagamit lang po namin dito sa COMMEL section. And also, the supplemental instructions for the Operation Star. So, sana po may natutunan po tayo sa aking subject matter. Also, kung may mga katanungan po, any, you can raise your questions po. Okay? Hello, Ma'am Jen. Gising ka pa? Okay, so this end up my lecture. Thank you everyone for the support. Okay? Okay, muli, ako po si Fire Officer 2, Arlene F. Peralta, naka-assign po sa Bureau of Fire Protection, National Capital Region, Fire District 4 Headquarters. Nagpapaalala po sa inyo na sa pag-iwas sa sunog, hindi po kayo nag-isa. Good night.
Good morning.
How will hour pa mo?